Hey everyone, good morning. It's Karina. Welcome to A Life of a Mermaid. So happy Saturday. Yeah. Sal's at work. He had to work overtime today. They're doing inventory. And they do everything by hand. It's pretty crazy. He was explaining the whole process to me, and then we're kind of comparing it to his old job, and I'm like, yeah, that's that's a lot of work and a lot of time. And technically they don't have a lot of people on deck to help because they work with union people. And I guess the pay is different when they're on the yard and when they're in the office. um and because of budget and stuff like that, they obviously don't really include them much in the office stuff, so it kind of falls on the rest of the team that does work, like full time in the office. So again, not a lot of people, so it's a lot of work for a short amount of people. But yeah, so he's still at work right now, doing inventory. So I have Saturday to myself, which actually I was kind of bummed out, just because it's the weekend, and again, it's I know he gets to sleep in, and I know he needs that right now more than ever. And we get to cuddle together, and I get to do my things, and he sleeps, and I'm just rolling around doing my stuff and whatnot. But I do miss him. But yeah, so that's where he's at. I just did my workout, so hot mess. But I just wanted to do this first because I feel like I have a lot going on. I just want to be open and raw and real with myself, most importantly, but also with you guys. And I know that, again, I'm doing this for myself, but I know that by being open and honest, that I can receive the support that I need. And then again, that most of you can see, or all of you can see, that you're not alone if you're going through something too, that you can reach out to me, to your friends, or to anyone in general. And again, I'll talk about what I'm going through. Another thing that I'm doing, I am talking to Sal. When he gets home, like I'm committed to talking to him and letting him know what's going on with me and what I'm thinking. And not just that, but surrendering to the process, because I know that's where it's coming from. But again, being real and open and honest with him, and also letting him tell me how he's feeling going through. And again, just embracing the fact that we're a team and that we need to communicate with each other, and it doesn't just follow me but on him as well, and just supporting each other and figuring out a solution and how to move forward. So I'll be talking to him as well, and then again, just spending quality time with him and depositing into him, and myself. That's I think what I'm gonna do right now that he's not home. I'm gonna deposit into myself. Like I said, I'm wanting to do this just because I feel like that it'll be helpful for me, and I know that's in a sense a deposit into myself. I'm gonna shower, get dressed, and then I'm gonna read outside. Reading is part of my keys, but it's also something that is for me, something that I love doing. And what I was thinking today is, going out to the porch and then letting out my dogs, because I feel like I haven't seen them. Because I'm with the scooter and things like that, I'm kind of limited to going to the backyard and always just kind of worried of them jumping on me. But I realized that I miss them, and I'm sure they miss me too, and just talking about it, I'm getting emotional, because I do miss them, and they are my babies. And I know that it's been, getting in my head. I'm like, oh, I can't go out there. But yeah, it's the space is limited back there. But I can always open the gate, close the gate, close the doors, open the, back door, let them out and just spend time with them. So that's what I'm doing. Like I said, after a shower, I'm going out there. That's also depositing into myself, because again, I mean, just talking about them and getting all emotional. So I know that I miss my babies and I need my babies. And that's, giving to myself and also giving to them. So yeah. And then we went out last night. We went shopping. We did some Christmas shopping. Got some of it done. Wasn't as crazy, but the lines are kind of starting to get there, and the parking obviously was a little busy. Not, I mean, it could be worse, so it wasn't that bad. Really looking at the big picture. But even like we were saying, like, oh yeah, like we have the handicap sign, but it's like even with that, it's yeah, it's crazy. I mean, they're limited. There's what, like two or three, if anything, and apparently everyone had the same idea we did. So yeah, but no, that was nice, just kind of getting things done. But again, because I'm kind of feeling the blues again, and I realized it kind of started a bit the last couple of days because of the rain and just feeling limited to what I can do. And, um, and last night, just kind of, I think it hit me like looking back and thinking of, other times that we've gone shopping and just kind of, realizing, looking at the difference and, kind of how, again, all of this, how it does affect it in a way. And again, I'm allowing it to as well, but so I think it just kind of started from there because there's so much things that I want to do and so much things that I need to do, but it's like I'm limited. And again, it's like I need to depend on Sal or, friends, family, asking for rides. And it's kind of just frustrating, because um, it's something, again, that I'm not good at doing, something that it's not my favorite thing in the world to do. Um, and then, like I was talking to a friend, like I feel, then it's like where the guilt comes in and shame. And, and I think because, like with Sal, especially, like I know that he's tired, I know he has a lot going on, and I just feel like I'm adding to it. Um, and I know that, yeah, to a point I am, but then again, I know that he loves me, and I know that, he always tells me, like, I'm here for you, I'm here to help you, we're a team. Um, but it's like I can't help but feel some guilt still that, you know, that in a sense, like, I'm causing that, but, I know it's not just me, I know work's been crazy, and, he has a lot going on in general, and, he's thinking about the future, and, we're moving forward with a lot of things. And so I know it's not me and or all of me, and I know that, again, I can find evidence that I am causing this, but then again, there's evidence that, that he loves me and that he's doing this because he wants to. And I know that if the shoes were reversed, I would be doing the same thing. I would be doing everything that he needed, and, I wouldn't matter because I love him, and, and we're a team and we'll get through this together. Um, So I know this at the bottom of my heart, I know this, but it's so hard to kind of shake it off, but this is why I'm here. This is why I'm letting it out. Why I'm going to talk to him today or tonight, when he's here, and I want to spend the day with him, and I want to, have fun. I want him to take a nap, if he wants to, and then, we can go from there. But, yeah, like I miss him terribly. I just want to see him and just want to tell him that I love him, that I appreciate him, and, that at the end of the day, I know I wouldn't be here or as far as I am without him and his support. Because he is my sanity and my voice of reason. I know when we saw the doctor, he was telling me, like, you can't walk on it. After I got the boot, he's like, you can't walk on it. You're getting a non-bearing weight boot, just not. And he's like, okay. So he's like, what's the one thing that you have to do? And I was like, not put any weight on it and not walk on it. And he's like, yes. And then so I was like, oh, don't worry. He's like, I'll make sure of that, And then the doctor just like smiled. I just looked at Sal and shook my head, and I'm like, jerk. But like that's who he is. And that's who he is for me. And that's, who I am for him too. Because again, I know I would be doing the same thing. I mean, we do that, when he's sick. I'm like, take your medicine. Don't forget this. Don't forget that. Do this. Do that. And it's like sometimes we do feel like nagging parents. I know sometimes I tell them, like, fuck, you sound like my dad, like my mom, like you're, like you're a mean dad. But that's what I realized, that when you're in a committed relationship and when you love someone so much, like you're everything, you know you do become the parent, you do become the friend, the confidant, the therapist, the cheerleader, their partner in crime, their, lover. I mean, you're everything, and like I said, vice versa. It's not just that I am that for him, but he is that for me. So I think that's where, and I know this, but I think it hurts me and it frustrates me to see him hurting and to see him struggling and having a hard time, and I just wish I could do more. And I know that, there's been times where I've done more for him and, vice versa. And I know that when, things change and, God forbid, but if he needs more support in whatever sense, that I'll be there for him. I know this. I know I need to focus on that and remember that and just know that this is temporary and that, right now it's for me. But when he needs me, it'll be for him and I'll be there. Because that's just who we are and that's the type of relationship that we have. And it's not because he did it for me, it's because we love each other and we want to be there for each other. So that's where I'm at. I know that's what I need to shift. So yeah, so that's really the biggest thing that was coming up for me. Again, and I know it revolves more around him, and then there's a new friend in my life, or someone that I see as a friend, and they kind of shared the feeling is mutual. But there's someone that I also look up to, and then in a sense could be like a mentor and someone that I strive to be like, and someone that I truly do admire. And there's an opportunity that came up, and I said no. Yeah, I was in my head about it, but I think at the end of the day, it was the best decision for me. Um, I don't know, I mean, because me saying no had to do with fear, but then again, there's also other things in there that I'm still kind of resolving and working through, and that's part of the reason why I said no as well. But it's like now I'm starting to have conversations that me saying no is affecting that relationship, or that they're seeing me differently, and it's again, the conversations are coming up again about not being good enough, and things like that. And I know, at the end of the day, it's that, oh, when you fear of losing someone, or you're doing things to not lose them, then you've already lost them. So I know that. So that's kind of what I keep reminding myself. And, I need to remember that if someone's only going to want to, be my friend or whatever, have any type of relationship, if only if I do certain things, then, then it's not meant to be. Because a relationship and a friendship, it's more than that. So that's kind of where I'm at too. Again, just the conversations are not being good enough, are kind of coming up. But then again, I'm looking at, what wolf I'm feeding, and looking at the evidence. And, they told me that they do care and that I mean something to them. And I know that they're busy. I know that they've shared that they're busy. So, I know it has to do more with their schedule than it does with me. But again, that is something that's been coming up. But I know right now I'm just letting that go. I mean, I reached out. I've texted. I've called. So at this point, I'm just letting go, and I'm going to focus on myself. And I have so many other friends that are present in the moment, so I need to be present with them. So that's where I'm at with that. I know, and again, I just wanted to share it because it was taking over and taking control of me, and the thoughts were coming in. So fuck that. I am good enough. I am worthy. I have a lot of value. I am an amazing friend. I am an amazing wife. I'm an amazing daughter. I'm an amazing woman. And as a friend, I am loyal. I'm so caring, so loving. I will do pretty much just anything for my friends. I'm thoughtful. I listen, and I'm there. So yeah. So I know that's who I am, and that's the type of friend that I am. So again, I'm just feeding the wolf that supports me, and that is, that I am worthy and they're busy. And again, I'm just going to focus on the friends that are present in my life and move forward with that. So next weekend we're doing Friendmas, with two really good friends, really close friends, two of my best friends. So I'm excited for that, and then I get to coordinate with my BFF. Just so we can meet up, hang out, see each other, and then again, her birthday is on New Year's Eve, so we actually have plans already for New Year's Eve. Our godson, our future godson's birthday is on December 30th. So we're planning to spend New Year's Eve with Kim and Tyson and our friends, um, and spend the day with the kiddos. So I'm excited for that. And then what else is friend related that's coming up? I think that's it. Sal has a wedding next weekend. I think we're going. That should be interesting. Just because we don't know the menu and with the scooter and stuff, but we're going, if anything, at least to church. But and again, depends what he wants to do. But we were talking about it. So we're doing that, and I think that's it as far as friend stuff that I can think of. And then me and my sisters, I know we had talked about planning a sister hangout and stuff like that. So I don't think they're super crazy and busy. So I don't know. I know we normally get my mom to make tamales, so maybe that can be like our little hangout. But I'll talk to them, or maybe we can go catch dinner afterwards or something, or go catch a drink. But then I know my mom's gonna be like, "Y yo qué cabronas." Yo también tomo. So we'll see. Maybe I will reach out to them right now and text them and figure that out. But yeah, so that's where I'm at. Like I said, I'm fighting the blues. I'm not gonna let them take over. I'm not gonna let them win. I know they did for a bit, the last couple of weeks, but I was able to catch it on, and I kind of saw myself drifting back into that. But I was watching the movie on Netflix, so I that was kind of my excuse that I finished it, and then I was like, no, fuck that. Like, I know what you're doing. You're using this as your excuse to just stay in bed and stay in your fucking pit and whatever. So it was late, but I did my journal, and then, like I said, I started doing my core fours. I did my meditation. I found one that I really loved, actually. It was a stretch. Well, again, with Coraline Jordan. That's the lady that I've been following. But I was able to, so it was a stretch mixed with meditation, so that was cool. So I did that. I did my journal. I did my green juice. I did my appreciation. I reached out to a friend that I admire. Someone that I met through the tribe. She's 17, but she's fucking kicking ass, and seeing her always just makes me want to do more and makes me realize, like, fuck your excuses, fuck your circumstances. Like, look at her fucking kicking ass and just doing what she's doing. So I reached out to her and appreciated her again for being an amazing fucking role model woman and just kicking ass, and her resilience, her courage, her strength, and just not for giving up. So I did that. I watched the video on, oh my god, I forgot what it was. But I watched my video, and again, just getting the day started. I know it's a little late in the day, but again, I'm feeling energized. I'm feeling great. Talking to you guys, it's has been helpful. Again, I know that sometimes, again, I didn't know I've shared this. It's about processing things, and sometimes processing them aloud. I think it helps even more than just even journaling or in your head. So this is another reason why I love doing the videos and stuff like that, because it is a therapeutic thing for myself as well, that I'm able to be there with myself and be raw with myself, and sort things out. So yeah. So I'm feeling great. Like I said, I'm energized. Gonna do my nails real quick, and then wait for them to dry, and then hit the shower. Someone actually just went to the restroom, so I was like, oh, I'll just do that while I wait. Yeah. So that's my life, guys. Again, I love you so much. Thank you guys for all your support. Thank you guys for everything, and Again, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, anything specifically that you want me to talk about, please, let me know and I will. If not, then until next time, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye. I love you.